Oh, hi, everybody. So good to see your beautiful faces. Gonna let everybody come on in. You have a full list tonight. What a blessing that is. Let's see. Finn Bell is in the house. I see Ike Waltz, Jeff Cottrell, Deadpan Lizzie, Kalik Morales, Jenny. Hello, hello. Hello, beautiful online community. It is November 9th, 2023, and I am on the ancestral lands of my Taino people on Boriquén, the Aboriginal name of Puerto Rico. Today, I have the blessing and good fortune of being inside of the Poet's Passage in Old San Juan. It's a poetic venue and artisan hub, thanks to the generosity of Lady Lee Andrews, the owner, founder, and executive director, and one of my dearest friends on this planet. Since I have been with you last, this community has been upheld by guest hosts, and I'm so grateful for their support. Thank you, Deadpan Lizzie. Thank you, Matthew Marroquin. Thank you to our very own RMT, Ron Mark Thompson, Programs Assistant and Tech Extraordinaire, as well as our Monday online host, Elemental. I know that you were all in good hands in my absence. On Halloween, we celebrated our 50th anniversary with a costume ball, and we bid farewell with overflowing champagne, said goodbye to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, as it has been for the last 50 years, and we closed our doors to the public to begin our Nuyorican construction phase, a $24 million renovation project that will leave us with a state-of-the-art facility to continue our amazing programming for the next 50 years. Our doors will be closed for 3 years, but in the meantime, several amazing institutions in the arts, activists, and education world have opened their doors to us, such as the Bowery Poetry Club, Loisaida Center in the Lower East Side, um, Puerto Rican Traveling Theater, International Center of Photography, Battery Park City Authority and Poetry House, Village Works, and Lincoln Center, and more to come too. So please stay with us on this amazing journey and follow our social media pages for all the info to come so you can be part of the wonderful plans we have in the works. I want to announce that next week, we will be pausing our Thursday night program for 1 week because we are having our very first ever Nuyorican retreat here in Puerto Rico on this beautiful island. And we will reconvene though on Thanksgiving. So next week, we will not have our Thursday online open mic, but the Monday night will be continuing next week. So make sure that you sign up for Elemental's open mic, strictly poetry here. All styles are welcome. But next week, it's going to be a wonderful adventure as staff members and people connected to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe are coming to stay. Thank you to the generosity of Corredor Afro in Loisaida, in Loíza and Piñones. Thanks to Dr. Malta Moreno Vega. Corredor Afro is a art and cultural institution here on the island founded by Dr. Malta Moreno Vega. And so in collaboration with them, we will be staying and visiting the University of Puerto Rico, where I will be speaking. I just was a keynote for the grant makers in the arts at Caribe Hilton. it's just a dream come true. I have always wanted to be able to do this, to connect the New Yorican community to the Puerto Rican community here on the island. So there was going to be so much to be grateful for on Thanksgiving Day. And we'll report to you, of course, all the adventures that we have. And we're going to continue doing this. So there's going to be opportunities for all of you to be able to experience this magic that we're creating here. At this time, though we have all of this great news, we are deeply saddened by the loss of life and widespread devastation caused by the ongoing conflict in Palestine, Israel, and the Gaza Strip. We sympathize with those members of our global community who have lost loved ones and friends, or who live in daily fear of continued loss of innocent lives. And we're deeply concerned by any actions that lead to further conflict and casualties. We believe strongly in the power of free expression to overcome hostility, encourage empathy, and build common ground. True and lasting peace requires that everyone be free to share their narratives and perspectives without fear. The cafe remains committed to open dialogue and freedom of speech, even in the most challenging of times. And we urge those in positions of power to reject violence and embrace peaceful paths forward. Only through openness, empathy, and willingness to hear each other can we hope to heal divisions and find just resolutions for all. The New Yorican Poets Cafe is a home and a venue for the artistic diaspora, and it makes space for the universe of conscious thought and of political opinion to be expressed to the fullest, with the exception of speech that incites hate. We welcome expressions of the soul and the spirit of free speech. We encourage every member of our community to express their own political opinions on any issue of relevance to the artist, poet, and community in their capacity as an individual member of the world collective. It's been devastating to witness, and I can't even imagine what it is to experience what it is that we are witnessing. So my heart goes out to all of us, humanity as a whole, because we are really reaching an absolute low. But this is a place to elevate us all, and I hope to be able to do that. So thank you for being with us tonight. I love all of you. I send my love to you. Tonight's program is made possible by the New York State Council on the Arts with the support of the Governor's Office and the New York State Legislature, New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, and the Howard Gilman Foundation and the Poetry Foundation. So let's open up this room, my beautiful people. I know we have on the list Jeff Cottrell, Ed Flame-tastic, Deadpan Lizzie, Bill Elkins, Generalissimo, Finn Bell, Gustav, Mary, Ike, Catman Bill, D. Allen, Daniel Fernandez, Nemo Sum, I hope I'm saying that right, The Prodigy Truth, Joski C, Xanadu is returning, Principe, Tabitha, Daniel, Celeste, and of course, we have the good luck round at the end. If your name isn't on this list and you want to read, please put your name in the chat so we could fit you in on the good luck round towards the end of our show. The slots are limited, so claim them now. We have to stop at a hard 2 hours tonight because I am in this wonderful space, but I can't stay here all night long. The rules. Everyone has 3 minutes tonight to do their thing. Please have your cameras and sound on. All styles of art are welcome here. Tonight, there will be no screen sharing. So just keep that in mind for your performance. If you are watching live on YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook, welcome to the Thursday online open mic. If you want to get in on the Zoom room, join the chat at 977-539-856. Follow us and visit our website, neweurekan.org, for all the great shows that we have coming up. Despite closing our doors, we are continuing to expand. And I am your host and executive director, Caridad de la Luz, La Bruja. So let's see what's good, what's good, what's good. Let's open it up. Let's ask to unmute. Say what's good, everybody. Hello.
Woohoo!
Good in the hood. Woo!
Hello. What's up? What's up?
All right. Oh my gosh, how wonderful is this? I see Marianne is another name I don't think was on the list, but I see you. Mr. Witz, the poet. Okay. Anybody else? Srilal. Okay. Let's look into the chat right here. And I see Kazi Kaz wants to get put onto that good luck round. Mr. Witz, I see you. Okay.
I should tell you that Mr. Witz is an incredible poet. If you haven't heard him yet, you need to.
Okay. Well, you've got the thumbs up from Generalissimo Brian Franco. Sweet. So here we go. We're gonna mute everybody now, and we're gonna open it up for the one and only Jeff Cottrell.
Now I'm unmuted. Hi.
Hi.
How's Puerto Rico?
It's paradise. I love my home here, and I hope to be able to see each and every one of you here at one point, because you need to experience this energy.
Great. Australia.
Where are you tonight, Jeff?
Oh, I'm back home in Toronto, but I just got back from Australia a week and a half ago, and I recommend their scene too. They got a lot of great poetry stuff going on, and East Coast tends to pay pretty well for features. So, of course, you're paying a lot of money to get there, but I'm just saying.
Cool. I see Pinky's back there. All right, Jeff, do your thing.
Okay, so here's a relatively recent one that I know I've done here before, but I don't think La Bruja has heard it yet, because we just do everything for La Bruja, don't we? And it's in the Brownstone Poets Anthology this year. It's called Synchronicity 3. In the news today, we learn which new superhero movie we must see, and why it's different from the other superhero movies, and how it fits in with the superhero movie universe, so we can imagine ourselves as superheroes. And also we learn how much money it made this week. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, a soldier blows up a bridge and himself to stop a column of Russian tanks from advancing. In the news today, we learn which famous people said something stupid, and why we must cast those stupid people out of society like lepers, and how we must erase their stupid names out of existence, so we can bask in the glow of our moral purity. And also we learn what words we can't say anymore this week. Meanwhile, in Iran, a woman dies of mysterious head injuries after her arrest for refusing to wear a hijab. In the news today, we learn which celebrities are fucking which other celebrities, and which other celebrities are fucking which other celebrities, and which celebrities stopped fucking which other celebrities, so they can fuck completely different other celebrities. And also we learn what dresses they're wearing this week. Meanwhile, all over the world, human intervention is sparking wildfires and pollution, but people still keep having babies. So that was Synchronicity 3, and if I have time for another short one, this is called What John Stuart Mill Would Say If He Could See Today's World. So the great utilitarian philosopher John Stuart Mill, if he could see today's world, this is what he would say. Mist fading, images forming, senses registering sounds and smells. Yes, I'm alive. But where am I? What are these strange steel animals hurtling past me at the speed of hurricanes? And these enormous rectangular structures stretching up to the heavens, where did they come from? And why are these people wearing such bright, primitive clothes that barely cover their bodies? Look, there's a newspaper on the ground. Perhaps it offers answers. I must check it. The date! November 9, 2023? Dear God, could it be possible? I've traveled through time. That's what John Stuart Mill would say if he could see today's world. Thank you. I'm deaf.
All right, Jeff Cottrell.
Yeah, Jeff.
That first one
Woo,
summed
Jeff.
up about everything
Yeah, I
that's
like
going
that
on in the
first
world. That was great. Wow.
Very well done, of course. Thank you, Jeff Cottrell. Sweet. Okay. We're gonna keep it going, keep it flowing, and we're gonna open up the microphone for Edward Foreman, Ed Flame-tastic.
Keep on glowing and flowing. So keep on keep people knowing. Thank you for showing. My name is N Flame-tastic, and I wish to make your days more bombastic. I have a short piece and a medium-sized piece, so my rhymes will take too much time. Thank you for being so sublime. This is called Love and War. Palestine versus Israel, Jews versus Nazis. Doesn't ring a bell. One big genocide spree. War's good for nothing. Innocent lives taken away. There's always the risk getting something. Lives are taken by minute, hour, and day. Where's the humanity? Where's the truth? Where's the empathy? Where's the juice? Where's the reality? Doesn't have to be obtuse. Has history taught us nothing?
Uh-oh, he got frozen. What happened? This is the first time that I have heard a poem that is not romantic or sensual. Ed, are you with us still?
Oh, yeah, I'm with you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it froze for a second. Was that the end of the poem?
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I applaud you.
Oh, you're welcome. I have one piece to say the least.
Okay.
This is called Feisty Baptism, and I'm glad you love it. Thank you so much. Peace to Palestine. There she was, my naked sunny heat, lots of fun indoors, making love in erotic retreat, in the heavens islands of the earth's core. A fiery chemistry becoming one, your essence blown up with fun. Our monthly climax has yet begun, brighter and colorful than the radiant sun. Your face was like a pomegranate into tears. You grin ear to ear, while I ravage your apple pie, my dear, chowing down what pauses our fears. Body stuck in a rampant motion, free from the shackles of life's rules, head to toe in steaming lotion in our gigantic lava pool. Your scent feeds my fire, two rabbits lost in each other's eyes. Our battleships never cease fire, bitter fireworks every time our loins cries. A sexy raising flaming flower, you melt frigid time away. Seconds become minutes, become hours, as your body swing and sway. You burn brighter and brighter in phoenix. I adore your muses, gasps, and kisses. As I get lost in your pink, scorching mist, to me, this is my tantalizing moment of bliss. You're my sweetest, scrumptious taboo, my feisty tidal wave. Drink your succulent breast as honeydew, while we create another heat wave. Your spasms create earthquakes on overdrive, as molten lava spews forth. Looks so surreal and live, while our vast eruption shakes the earth. Our sexual healing makes you float, look lighter than a feather, while we scream on high notes as we change the boring weather. As you go forth on top of my big volcano, our energy melts all around, while I bask in your pink, luminous glow as we make love next to the clouds. Things we do leave our parts in tears, our strong sexual treasures, while our legs shaking as squeaky gears by facing a new level of pleasure. I can hear your passionate beats while we tune, swing, and play. I see your toes curls on your feet as your melancholy mood melts away. You're our midnight summer breeze that feeds my inferno. You give my volcano release while I shine in your luminary glow. Oh, baby, I wish time could stand still so we can dance the midnight boogaloo. You give me joy, heat, and chills on your scorching, sexy, and luscious moon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, Ed Flame-tastic. Show him some love. Okay.
Always good.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much, Ed Flame-tastic. Now let's open up the mic to Elizabeth Strauss, aka Deadpan Lizzie, the Beanie God.
Many blessings to you, Bruja, and our community. Hope you're enjoying being home. I'm happy you can be there. And it was a blessing to be able to celebrate the closing of the cafe with you and Ron and community. It was really lovely, and I would not have stayed out till 4 a.m. for any other of the community. So that's how you know. Yeah, we rocked it hard. We rocked it hard till about 4 a.m. But that is how we said farewell to the old, and I look forward to seeing the beauty that welcomes a new generation in 3 years. I'm very excited for it. I am going to read some verse. It is called We Us. We us do not allow for time to simply just be. We behave as if we have fewer than 24 hours in the span of a day. We earn extra opportunities and refuse to allow ourselves relaxation, grant gratitude for downtime. The time we should utilize for repose, yet we take advantage of it, impulsively trying to catch failure when fate forces it anyway. Devour fruit like it'll be our last meal, not relishing the sweetness of nature, mulling in the drip of a nectarine caressing our soft skin. Stay sticky, get wet. Not worry about cleansing ourselves. Walk around in the rain for it to love on us. With us. We do not let life see us. We us. Thank you very much. Being blessings.
All right. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Lizzie. Yeah.
Thank you.
Woo! Beanie God. Woo!
Love that, Lizzie.
Very nice, very nice, very
Thank you very
nice.
much. Thank you, Josie. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks so much. We did party hard. Wow, it was a beautiful time. It really was. Okay, now let's see what's good with Bill Elkins.
Hi, La Bruja. Greetings from Long Beach, California. Last couple of weeks I've been in Japan on vacation and had a wonderful time there, and I'm glad to be back. So I like to do an original. It's entitled My Diamond on Black Velvet. I hope you like it. If I could weep, I would. If I could weep, I would. I kissed you quickly, afraid of your body, in terminal sedation. Rest my traveling animal like a diamond on black velvet, silent as air and still as stone. If I could weep, I would. If I could weep, I would. If I could, I would. No longer greedy, 4 feet heavenward. Time to lick the wounds of mortal agony. Find meaning to your loss, like a diamond on black velvet. My beast with cause, my beast with purpose. If I could weep, I would. If I could weep, I would. Oh yes, I would. under the guise of snow. The gray clouds pass like a brooding poet, impossible to weep, no longer life behold. Your journey is accomplished, you are silent as air and still as stone. If I could weep, I would. If I could weep, I would. Blanch the others wistly sigh and are confused and restless. Your absence leaves a void which they struggle to overcome. You are their diamond on black velvet. They are silent as air and still as stone. If I could weep, I would. If I could weep, I would. If I could, I would. I am in angst, waiting for the rain, waiting for the white rain to fall like diamonds onto black velvet. My dearest Francine Blanche, you're my precious diamond, my diamond on black velvet. You're my precious diamond, my diamond on black velvet. You're my precious diamond, my diamond on black velvet. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, diamond on black velvet. I love that groove.
Yeah.
Good,
I
good
would.
jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill, great job.
I love that song, man.
Yeah,
Good to
that's
be back.
cool.
Beautiful song.
Thank you, Bill. Okay, so now let's keep it going, keep it flowing, and let's welcome Generalissimo Brian Franco. Why is it? Let's see here. Generalissimo.
Shalom, La Bruja. And Bill, that was just a beautiful song. It really kind of calmed my nerves a little bit. So thank you. Let's get some poetry out of the way here. I've got two pieces. The first is called Understanding the Innate Danger of Discarded Banana Peels. I have fallen into the abyss of depression and managed to reverse lunk my way out several times during my lifetime. Depression, which is always waiting in the wings of mundanity as a surprising boo, guess who monster, has found that the monster approach is no longer a viable option. It prefers subtlety. Rather than the act of staying in bed, it prefers to draw out the act of getting out of bed. When I am sitting with my feet on the floor and my tush on the mattress, it tells my brain to disorganize my day into a game of 52 pickup, always adding extra jokers in the deck because it prints out the cards the night before on an inkjet printer. Of course, if I try to just walk over the cards, which are printed on upcycled banana peels, I will likely slip and land on my tailbone, which would require an I've fallen and can't get up call to 911, which would lead to an expensive ambulance to an expensive emergency room, which would likely become a denied claim by my insurance company, which chooses which claims to deny based on how to achieve higher dividends for its shareholders. And of course, the cards, require I sort them by suits in hierarchy order of card value in order for them to fit back in the box before I can lift my tush off the mattress so I can put one foot in front of the other for my pilgrimage to a bathroom sink where I can brush my teeth. Poem 2. Why I thank the Lord I am not a land octopus. All it takes is putting one foot in front of the other. All it takes to leave is putting one foot in front of the other. Simple enough, right? It's something I do every day. I walk. But to walk away takes more than legs and feet. Walking away often takes constitution. Walking away means the ground you choose to walk on may start off as freshly poured cement that has yet to dry, that wants your feet to stay permanently rather than leaving footprints. Walking away can turn solid ground into psychological quicksand, sinking your soul into a familiar, is false comfort. It is how something sweet can leave an unexpected bitter aftertaste over and over and over and over again. But you feel compelled to return to the sweet, despite how the bitter starts to become part of your disposition. Thank you.
Thank you, Generalissimo. You didn't put your camera on, so we couldn't see you.
No. If I do that, sometimes my computer kicks me off of Zoom. So
Okay. You get a pass because it's you. Generalissimo Brian Franco, thank you so much. We're gonna welcome Finn Bell, who has been generous enough to co-host, a guest host here on Thursday nights. How you doing, Finn Bell?
I'm doing pretty great. How are you, La Bruja? Take me with you next time you're in Puerto Rico. I'll pretend I'm there with you.
Okay, I have a vision. I really do. I have a vision. So I can see here already.
Writers retreat. Bring us all with you. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. A snippet of a song and then a tiny poem. I'm allowed to cover a song, right? I'm allowed. Okay. Desert, loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say I'm a man without conviction? I'm a man who doesn't know how to sell a contradiction. You come and go. You come and go. Karma, 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 chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Didn't hear your wicked words every day. And you used to be so sweet, I heard you say that my love was an addiction. When we cling, our love is strong. When you go, you're gone forever. You string along. You string along. Okay, that's that. I got that out of my system. Okay, the poem is called 3, 2, 1. Thick, waxy green of loquat leaves. Before they turn their giving fullness to dying, before red models black, before brown is dust to dust. Hold a web in the world of your cool, veined boat. Is this cobweb or spun silk skill? Only the spider can divulge origin for certain. A toothsome pine cone clings on for what life's worth doesn't know that the branch divided from the tree trunk gave up the ghost of trying. I'm trying to recall where I left off count. I start all over. The new crows call out a mimicry of the dog's telegraph, from parched lawn to car-infested driveway, from pine needle downy rooftop to chain link fence. 3 throat-wearied barks, 3 harsh, gritty caws to reply. Breakfast time chatter in perpetual canon. That's all. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, Finn.
Finn Bell, baby. Karma, karma,
Yeah.
karma, karma, karma to me.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, that was so wonderful.
I was singing along with you.
So wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I like that better than the original tune.
Super sweet. Thank you so much, Finn. It's great to see you here. And of course, thank you again for having hosted here, supporting this community, sending you so much love. Okay, so now let's show some love to Gustav. I messed up and said Gustav, and I've said your name correctly a million times and then still messed it up. So my apologies. What's good with you?
I'm great. La Bruja, RMT, and beloved poets. So happy to see you tonight. I have a poem and an a cappella cover of a favorite song of mine. So the poem is called Glossolalia, and it's after Eddie Foreman, a little erotic ditty. I'll wrap around you like a vine, sinuously will intertwine. Speaking in tongues is glossolalia. I celebrate your body, a Saturnalia, exchanging glances and DNA, an all-consuming passion play. Face to face or 69, I am famished, on you I dine. One taste of you, I'm delirious. You're a drug, but not deleterious. I want to feel you in my veins. You're hot, that's true, but you've got brains, the sexiest organs inside that cranium, generating heat like it's uranium, burn down beds like pyromaniacs, writhing, screaming to a massive climax. And this next piece is a cover of a song called A Globe of Frogs by Robin Hitchcock, my favorite singer-songwriter, who's not Joski C. And when she feeds the flowers up, they rise their pretty little heads. And when she waters them, they glow and smirk and smile in their beds. And in a globe of frogs, they're making love and moving on. And in a globe of frogs, they're making love and looking on. And when she walks across the floorboards, how they creak and ooze and moan. And I want you. And when she walks across the floorboards, they're so glad she's on her own. And in a globe of frogs, we lie on sack and moving on. And in a globe of frogs, we lie on dock and saying, Mrs. Watson, all your children have been certified insane. And I want you. And when the night comes down, the houses close their doors and dream of her. Their shuttered eyes are closed inside their curtains, wrap around her form. And in a globe of frogs, we're linking tongues and moving on. And in a globe of frogs, you know what's right, you know it's Mrs. Watson, you've been certified as good as gold. And I want you, yeah, I want you. Ain't you never seen a disembodied soul before? Ain't you never seen a soul seeking incarnation, information? And when she feeds the fish, they flip and jerk and wriggle in the pond. I want you. And when she hands them things, they all perk up and nibble on her thumb. And in a globe of frogs, the moth unfurls its moistened wings. And in a globe of frogs, a soul appears, the word made flesh. Thank you.
All right, it's a singing night tonight, man. Okay, thank you so much for that. Show him
All
some
right.
love.
Gustav.
Very nice. Very
Shout
nice.
out to
Yes. Yes.
Reminds me when
Word.
Gustav came to the cafe and sang David Bowie, you know, at the Voices and Vibes, you know, that was so cool. You know?
Thank you, Gustav. Thank you so much for sharing your voice and your erotica. Very sweet, very cool. Okay, so now we have Mary in the room, so let's open it up to Mary.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, nice to
All right.
see you. Where are you tonight?
I'm a newbie and I'm in Queens in Astoria, New York City.
Woo! Okay, welcome, welcome.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for joining us.
I have a poem called Half Written. Let it be unfinished. Let it be a book with a mark forever found in the middle. Let it be a list only half written, crossed hanging on the fridge. Let it be flights never purchased, adventures never shared, photos never taken. Let it be unused museum passes. Let it be never having met mom and dad. Let it be bridges never crossed and babies never born, artwork never started. Let it be never saying, will you, yes, or I do. Let it be promises never made, laughs unshared. Let it be unfinished, messy line work, Sharpie buried under color, thick black lines laid first. Let it be half-baked, fragmented, bare. Let it be found wanting. Let it be crude, cut short, unfinished. Let it be incomplete.
Oh, wow. Mary, thank you so
Wow.
much. That was
Yeah.
beautiful. Beautifully
That was
done.
Nice.
beautiful.
Wow.
That was
Yes.
awesome. Thank you so much for sharing with us
Was
tonight. You
beautiful.
are welcome in this community, and I hope that you
Yes.
return again.
I love that
Sending you
piece.
so much love.
Let it be.
Let
Yes.
One of us.
One of
Thank
us.
you.
it.
Thank you. I really appreciate the love. Thank you.
Word.
You deserve it. That was beautiful. Okay, so next up, we have I lost it here. Ike Waltz, of course. Let's open it up to Ike. Hello, Ike.
Hello, La Bruja.
Nice to see you.
Well, I give you a riddle which is called Makarai. A riddle called Makarai. The heavy night that sleeps with me sailed my boat that pleases me on the way to Makarai. The unhappy day that opened my eye, I can now see what tortures me. I never met you before. Was I not punished therefore? The soggy rain sprinkles monsoon here. Hysteria in my crocodile ear. Louder, louder, louder. I scream, but I refuse to hear. A lullaby that sings to me for the first time, lecturing that inescapable mind. There was no reason but infinite reason, repeated on that moonlit stray, angels sneezing, so they say. And the ocean, deep, dark, wet, as far as you can see, behind your horizon, the sun never sets. Make your point, and the cold waves break fragile ground. Hope and salty sea, all that at the halfway, a mark you hardly see. Uncharted waters make you feel free, with no time for a desperate fee. I turned my sail from Louvre to lee. I turned my mind facing white top sea. I love this one-way rule, a streak of happiness, early morning harmony. I can see breaching Wales fog is diffusing icy cold Monterey Bay. The heavy night that sleeps with me takes its toll. I remember my love, my lullaby, an empty bottle snoring at my happy side. I pushed her to the edge of our royal bed. It was the best sex we ever had. I imagine my scribble and find the note from yesteryear. Whatever it said, I can't remember. I surrender. Let me gather your radiant look into that harassing notation book. Let's forget the new lines of yesterday. Take a deep breath, exhale, and pray. I want to be with you when we die. My last kiss will close every one of our call it happy eye. Let's kiss every day in Macarai. Let's rescue loves on the soft beaches of Macarai, or Google the schmooze in Mountain View. Even nothing is memorable there. And for the brave at heart, Macarai lives and grows inside the all of us. Extremes may laugh or cry. The heavy night that dreams a dream, naked ghosts pointing fingers on a classic standby theme. Waking up, you might. Dreams like smoke passes. Clouds reach out through rose-tinted looking glasses. Bye-bye, sailing softly by. Such is the magic of Macarai. Oh yeah? Did you guess it? It's America.
Okay, I did not guess it. Thank you. Show him some love.
Yes.
Yeah,
Macarai.
That was clever. I also did not guess that. But I'm gonna have to replay that on the playback video. You know that, like, wow, so clever.
Thank
Amazing.
you so much, Ike Waltz. Great to hear you. Thank you for that poem and for that riddle. Okay, now we are going to welcome one of our singer guitarists of this community, Catman Bill.
Hi, Bruja.
Hi, Catman.
So, you made me think. Oh, no, Kitty, get back, get down.
You're Catman. You call the cats with your name. It's Catman. They come to you.
Well, look at this one here. So I'll take this one. Come on, go say hello. All right, enough. Anyway, I'm in my bathroom, so live from my bathroom in Hartford, Connecticut. No, don't. But you mentioned something a little while back, and I thought, it took me back to a time once when I was sitting in a bar in Viejo San Juan, talking to an acquaintance of mine, gallery owner, and she said, "You know who's sitting on the other side of you?" And I looked over and I saw this old man sipping a beer, and I turned back and said, "No." And she said, "Well, that's Tufino." And I didn't know who Tufino was at the time, so I looked back over at him and I said, "Hola." So I got a chance to say hello to Tufino.
Legendary artist.
That's right. So I'll do a song that, oh no, get down, that I wrote last year.
Oops.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, so it's called There's a Tampon Shortage. And there was early last year. gas gone up in price. Recession fears, so you hold back tears. There's a tampon shortage, oh Christ. Forget the war in Ukraine. There's no one there you can blame. Even Putin is your special friend, they say on Fox and Friends. Smog is in, said the court again. Pro-choice dead as a right. They said women lose and sing the blues and pay additional dues. Crypto, Trump, and Twitter. You say today you're not bitter. Spy balloon is watching you. Eating eggs causes blood clots too. What do you think, if you think at all? Oh, I read it online, that's all. What do you think, if you think at all? Yep, I read it online, that's all. There's a tampon shortage, oh Christ. Gas gone up in price. Recession fears, so you hold back tears. There's a tampon shortage, oh Christ. Thank you.
Oh man. All right. Catman Bill.
Yes, yes, yes. Very nice, very nice. So good, man.
Very
Very
cool.
nice.
Catman Bill.
Thanks a bunch.
Yes.
You know, I think there was like an astronaut, a woman astronaut. Like people know so little about like women's like reproductive system that they gave her like 1,000 tampons as if that's what she would need out in outer space. Like there was no tampon shortage for that astronaut, I'll tell you. Anywho, let's keep it going, keep it flowing. And say what's up to D. Allen.
Per usual, I'm going to do one poem for 3 minutes. And the poem I'm going to do tonight happens to come from the anthology Black Rootedness. From pages 79 and 80, this is called Morning Alarm. It's morning again, and the first sound I hear rousing me from dreamless rest, pulling me back into consciousness, comes live and direct from nature, from sky, from long pointy black beak, swift as the crow will fly. Short, sharp repetitions of calls, calling the sleeping world to awaken. Sounds from a blackbird's throat more effective than a round battery-powered clock on the shelf. Morning alarm for Brother Crow stirs my limbs into rather sluggish movements, enables my body to rise. From the mattress on the cold brick floor, take 6 steps to the lavatory and halfway. Flick of the light switch and my ritual begins. From towel rack to washcloth, to soap bar to hot shower, to sink to mirror to can of Barbasol cream to razor. Afterwards, I look forward to my favorite part of this new day: meatless breakfast. Hash brown patties, seitan bacon strips, bowl of applesauce, hot cup of peppermint tea, sometimes cold cup of carrot juice, and cherry cup colored liquid vitamin B12 drops on my tongue, vegan's best friend, savoring it all like a kiss from a fine sister. Topping off the routine, discussing the crow's call during the blue hour with my pen, through adding the next poem to my notebook. And that poem was called Morning Alarm, for the unrated poet from Kenya, in response to the poem Young African Man by the unrated poet. From this mic to your ears, I'm D. Allen. Thanks for listening.
All right, D. Allen.
Yeah, yeah. As a
No,
you had my mouth watering, man.
That was good and powerful. And you know what? I may be the only one to say, but D, it was good to see you like reading in front of the camera without the screen share. So that was like a treat for us, you know. So thank you for doing it this way.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, D. It was great. I wish I could eat like that every day. That sounds great. I need to step up my vegan game. But what's good? Let's open it up to Daniel Fernandez.
Hello. I'll put my link tree in the chat real quick. For today, I have a new poem that I wrote on Tuesday night that I was just doing for fun. And it's called Stage or the Page. Do you write for the page or for the stage? I was asked before, and my response won't change. I write for myself, that way my problems disengage. Setting my boundaries down in order to explain. Listening to my heart, oblivious to what I'll create. Emotion so pure, it sets a fundamental base. It gives me hope, unless I drown myself in blame. Choking on what my conscience proclaims. I won't lie, sometimes I drift away from myself. Writing from someone else's perspective, seeking professional help, stories about life and the dangers of mental health. A simple experience can make existing a living hell. And with that pain, we use poetry as a gateway, throwing words around to see what it can display, jotting down agony but telling everyone that you're okay, filling up sheets of paper as if you're writing an essay. It might sound like a cliche, but that's how I see it. You write for yourself, that way stress can be dismissed. If you're an author, you know it hurts to configure a manuscript. Opening bottled up emotions can lead to personal conflict. I switch it up from time to time. Novels about romance, then flip the genre so that it's true crime. A transition that's so necessary, it's sublime. Writing in first person point of view to understand the mind. Actions might seem irrelevant unless you know the intentions behind. A puzzle that's perfectly constructed and designed. Every writer is different, so I can't speak about everyone in the room. We are equally afraid to share as if we're sending nudes. Poems about damaged hearts and the tears we are forced to consume. Performing our favorite pieces so that everyone is amused. To write a poem deliberately to perform takes a bit out of you. Trying to seize everyone's attention without being rude. Don't roast anyone because you don't want to be the one removed. Speaking to everyone about all of the shit that you go through. Be careful with the details, but don't be prude. Enjoy the moment as if you're eating your favorite food. You can't predict the crowd because every show is different. I have stage fright myself, but proud for what my thoughts represent. I lost myself sometimes and can't find a way to circumvent. Moving forward into life, prudence but ignorance. I can't focus because I've been a bit preoccupied. I'm too busy to carouse as if I'm working homicide. I keep my mouth shut as if everything is classified, splattering my blood on a canvas until I am truly satisfied. We suffer when surrounded by auditory silence. I pray but can't find myself being righteous. My thoughts keep on going as if it's timeless. I'm in such pain, all I can do is remain quiet. Thank you.
Ooh, all right. That was fire new shit from Daniel Fernandez, yo.
New shit.
Don't remain.
Go, Daniel.
Captain Flo, Captain Flo. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much
Yay,
for
yay!
sharing.
Thank you for the love and support.
Absolutely. Very, very cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The like, who do we write for, right? Like when the page, the state is like, I write for myself, and then you worry about, that's it. Like, don't really worry about what the audience thinks or whatever. It's like, do it for you, and the rest will follow. So thank you so much for sharing that. We're going to open it up to the Prodigy Truth. And then after the Prodigy Truth, we're going to go into our halftime announcements with RMT. Okay. So let's see what's good with the Prodigy Truth.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Welcome. Where are you tonight?
I am from Houston, Texas. I am here at home. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us all the way from Houston, Texas.
Indeed, indeed. This is my second time here. I have enjoyed the work so far. Thank y'all all for sharing. Get into it. Hope y'all enjoy what I have. I did hear the ice cream truck playing Christmas music a few days ago. I was like, oh, I guess it's time. This Christmas, I will celebrate like a holiday pagan. Instead of thank you, Jesus, this Christmas shows gratitude to all my nothing. My thoughts drift me recklessly round the last curve of the year in a car I couldn't pay for. Will open my eyes and wish I was anywhere but here. But this Christmas, I am present. Remember, it is the most wonderful time of the year. The part where it ends, and as the sea broadens on this, the third day of Christmas, 3 French hens, we, myself, and I spent a silent night in hell. Me, tells myself, better than showing up at their house here, healing chestnuts on hellfire I can extinguish anytime it gets out of Amazon. The rain hasn't fallen here since autumn, and all I want for Christmas is union. Was it Gabrielle or Gabriel who made this day merry? Mariah can't carry you. Stop asking Black women to perform your Christmas miracles. Why don't you sing your own song, Bella Fonte B? Icy sleet and snow. I tried to let it go, but this Christmas I wouldn't be here without the friends and family I miss. And I do miss my family. I just don't want to be a burden, fly away. An array of Christmas decay held in a day of memories won't heal me. When Christ was born, 3 wise men gave gold, incense, and myrrh to a baby, but since they were men, they were therefore wise. Why? By the way, Christ wasn't born on Christmas, my mother reassures me, so nothing about this Christmas actually makes sense. And although Pence is no longer in the White House, my Black decks the halls with the boughs of ancestors who built them this Christmas, as corporations continue to capitalize, selling gluttony to needy children, as greedy humans brag about coming from rags to the new Jag in a driveway, feeding price tags to the homeless. This Christmas still a frag grenade, a broken treaty, and unpaid reparations, paperwork crafted from the pulp of trees, losing their life to disease and disaster. The bells don't jingle, and we can't even mingle about it this Christmas. A holy night awaits the drummer. Solstice begins bereavement, and all I can do is breathe. Thank you, New Yorican. It's been an honor.
Ooh, okay. Let's get it. The Prodigy Truth. Really speaking that truth. Okay.
Prodigy. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Welcome back, and please don't take too long to come back the next time. That was amazing.
Bring the truth.
Thank you for that. Thank
Yay,
you. Very cool, man. That was awesome. Speaking on that truth, man, Prodigy Truth, the holiday season, like, what does it mean? Like, if it's not, from the heart, and if it's not, positive. And over here on the island, they've already put up Christmas trees and the 3 kings, and everything is already up. But it is now halftime. So let's open up the room to our very own Ron MT. If you're not down with RMT, like you know me, I be, show some love, all of we. Show some love to Ron.
Wow, thank you so much, LaBru. I'm so glad you're back. We missed you. It was a pleasure filling as one of the being one of the guest hosts in the last few weeks, but I'm glad we have you back and looking forward to join you and the rest of the team in Puerto Rico. You know, that sounds exciting. You know, can't wait. And can't wait to see the holiday decorations there. And then when we come back, they're going to put up the Rockefeller Center tree. I'm like, okay, I guess we can win, you know. All right. Anyway, hello everyone. I am Ron Mark Thompson. I am one of the program and operations assistants at the New Regan Poets Cafe, and I also work as your tech assistant here at the online open mics and some of the in-person programs. As LaBru mentioned, we did celebrate 50 years a week and a half ago on October 31st. The New Regan Poets Cafe had its 50th anniversary, and now we are in what we call the new reconstructions. We're gonna have the building modernized and updated and brought up to standard. It's going to take 3 years. It's done by New York City. So, but no worries. We're going to continue giving you programs, including the online open mics. On Thursdays, hosted by LaBru, except as LaBru mentioned, we're going to take a 1 week break next Thursday, and we're going to return on Thanksgiving Day, which has been a tradition at the New Regan Poets Cafe, you know, to help and support each other on that day, you know, especially those who can celebrate with family, and, you know, to also talk about, you know, what the meaning is, you know, Thanksgiving, and, you know, what we should do, what we shouldn't do, etc., etc. So if you can make it 9 p.m. Eastern time after your dinner, you know, or, you know, if you're not having a dinner, no worries, just come on by 2 weeks from tonight. Excuse me. Mondays, we are continuing the Monday night online open mic, including next week. Also, we're live streaming those, as you can see at the bottom, on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, on our X Twitter feed. Elemental, unfortunately, couldn't make it today. He gives his regards to everyone, but he reminded me just a few minutes ago to let everyone know and remind everyone of next Monday's theme, because unlike on Thursday, Monday night online open mic, 8 p.m. Eastern time, is poetry specific with a theme. And you don't have to write to the theme, but as we've seen in the last few weeks, everybody usually writes to the themes, and we're always amazed what we can hear. Next Monday is the art of kindness, and he specifically worded it the art, not the act of kindness, the art of kindness. So use your poetic license, bring whatever you want to bring. And again, if you don't have a poem to theme, no worries, come anyway. Sign up 24 hours in advance, just like on Thursdays. Also, even though our building is closed to the public right now, we are continuing off-site programs. LaBru mentioned several sites that we're currently, you know, negotiating and talking with. And we will give you more details, but we have confirmed, and I can, you know, tell you details this Saturday. We are collaborating with the Village Works bookstore in the Lower East Side in Manhattan on 12 St. Mark's Place. At 7 p.m. Saturday, November 11th, Emmanuel Xavier will be hosting an LGBTQ plus open mic night, as well as celebrating the release of his new book, Lovely Child. It is free. You don't have to RSVP. You don't have to get a ticket. All you have to do is show up 7 p.m. and the open mic is first come, first serve. So check us out if you can make it, and, you know, hear about his book as well. Then next week on Thursday, 1 week from tonight, the International Center of Photography will be hosting us, the New Regan Poets Cafe, for an open mic. Rice Felicia will be hosting that open mic, and usually you have to buy a ticket to get into the museum and the Center of Photography, but on that Thursday, the third Thursday of this month, it is free. So you can get in 6 to 9 p.m. free admission. Look at the exhibition, which is called Exposure, exposure, and then rock out in the open mic, hosted by Rice Felicia. This is free. You don't have to RSVP. I will put the RSVP link in the chat, but if you miss it, just go and show up. The International Center for Photography will welcome you. Then confirmed Monday, starting in a week and a half, Monday, November 20th, we are doing our first weekly collaboration, new with the Bowery Poetry Club, which is a few blocks from the New Regan Poets Cafe. Our new New Regan Bowery Poetry Slam, hosted by J. Rose and DB. They will alternate each week. Every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m., starting on November 20th. Tickets are $20. You can get them either at the door or at the Bowery Poetry Club's Eventbrite. I will put that all in the chat. And, if you've been to our Wednesday or Friday night slams, please, you are welcome to come to our new Monday night slams. They will be amazing, and the winner will get $20 and move on to a new Friday Grand Slam, which we haven't announced yet. So stay tuned for that. That will be a monthly event coming next month. We will let you know about it. La Brua will continue her free writing workshops at Studio One this month on the last Thursday, November 30th, and next month on December 14th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, in person on 4th Street, which is a few blocks from the cafe. However, if you're not in New York City, La Brua has been live streaming those writing workshops on the cafe's Instagram page. So if you are not in New York City, just tune in on our Instagram, 7 p.m. on November 30th, and you can ride along with all the in-person attendees. And I've been to one of La Brua's workshops earlier this year, and I definitely recommend them. La Brua is not only a great poet and performer and singer, but she's also a great teacher. So come on and check us out. And if you missed anything or you don't remember, so many great events coming up, just follow us on our social media channels, on our website. I also put La Brua's and Elemental's Instagram handles there. They always post about upcoming events at the New Regan Poets Cafe. You can help us with keeping these online programs free by going to newregan.org, contribute. You can use your credit card, or you can come to one of our ticketed in-person events. Anything helps. It is, we want to continue with as many programs as we can. La Brua, it's always a pleasure to help out. It's so exciting what we have coming up, in the next few weeks, especially since we thought we're gonna, just take a little break, get the building ready, archive everything, get it in storage. But here we are, continuing with almost without a fail, going into all these exciting sites. So I can't wait. I'm excited, for all of this. Thank you, La Brua, for your leadership. Back to you.
Thank you, Ron. So gracious of you. Wonderfully done. So informative and so true. Like, I thought we would be closing our doors, and it seems like we're going to be even busier now than we were when we were open. So I'm just so excited about that our community is continuing to thrive, and so many people have stepped up to support what we're doing. That really is an affirmation and validation of really the great work that has been done. So how wonderful is that? And, and to be able to do as much programming as possible that's free to the public. Not all of it is free, but, with your help and with the support of these institutions, we're bringing it to you. And we didn't announce it, but I do want to tell you, because I just feel like, why not give you the exclusive juicy stuff? But what we're going to be doing is doing the Monday night slams at the Bowery Poetry Club. And then once a month, the last Friday of every month, starting in December. So it's going to be like a holiday return between Christmas and New Year's. We're going to be in Times Square at the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater, the house that Miriam Colon built. Miriam Colon, most famously known as Scarface's mother in the movie of Scarface. She's a Puerto Rican luminary, founded the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater over 40 years ago. It's a restored firehouse in Times Square, and it is a beautiful theater. So what we're going to do is all the winners of the Monday nights are going to be able to compete at the Grand Slam. And I think we're gonna do a $50 prize. Yeah, I think so. I think that's we gotta amp it up. We gotta make it big, along with other little prizes too. But stay tuned for that. That's the direction we're going. Shh, tell everybody. So, all right. Thank you for that halftime. That was excellent and a wonderful way to begin. Our second half is with none other than Joski C. One of my great people in this community that we've been able to meet and work with, and his wife as well. I've invited him to perform here in New York City. And so I'm always so excited to hear our very own Joski C.
Hola, Bruja.
Hola, Joski. How you doing?
I'm good. Caught me by surprise.
Oops.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you know what though? It's been rough. Thank you so much for speaking earlier about, you know, the importance of everyone's voice being welcome and heard here at this time. I just really appreciate that. Coming through, Bruja. Thank you.
Yep.
So the world needs more love, so I'm gonna go that way. I have tried to take time for all these changes I've been trying to see from every different view. I have lived my life following these rainbows, but they all lead to you. Though all this pain falls down like rain, sometimes it wants to drown me, until I feel your warm light shining through. And it's surreal how fine I feel with your arms all around me. You'll always find me coming home to you. I'm having terrible tuning issues tonight. I'm gonna bag it.
Hey, it sounded good to me. Really beautiful, honestly.
I'm gonna bag it. Let me throw a super quick poem at you, and I'm out of here. Sorry. Because this is really what's been on my mind. Pamphlets. You think you are absolved of guilt because you dropped pamphlets. You dropped pamphlets before dropping bombs. You dropped bombs on crowded structures. Amidst the rubble of the crowded structures, corpses study pamphlets. Pamphlets with instructions, hours to obey. Where does it say they will die today? And that's it. Thank you.
Joski, thank you so much. You always hit right at the heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It really has been just so scary, so terrible. I'm sending so much love to all of us out here, all of us. Joski C, show him some love. Let me unmute everybody.
So, Josie, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Always beautiful. Thank you for, you know, your message, and that's beautiful.
Thank you, Joski.
Yeah. Makes
Joski.
Makes me so misty. That's the truth. Okay, so let's see how Xanadu is doing. Welcoming back Xanadu. It's been a minute. Where are you tonight, Xanadu?
Yeah, I'm not in Latin America anymore. Yeah, I'm back in Europe. Yeah, and all the problems of Europe everyone knows about. And so tonight about another European paradox, and we are all very embarrassed, of course, by things that happen. And I did a visit to Brasov. Brasov is a rather small Romanian place in romantic Transylvania, Romania, famous from Bram Stoker's Dracula and historic Val the Impaler. It is again a color poem, so maybe it may sound like Kamala Harris about shoots and yellow school buses. Again, a color poem and some words of Romania, multul mesc. Yeah, so Eastern Europe has much more beautiful synagogues than Western Europe. So even Brasov, rather small city, this is called the Brasov Synagogue, featuring David stars. While gray and blue built in soft pastels and soften elementaries of opposites of color and volume, gray signs capitals between Dorian and Corinthian, proceeding onto blue in altar carpet, where gray changes into silver, sided by blue, yellow, red Romanian flag to the left and blue, white Israeli flag to the right, where it proceeds again in stained glass of windows, 8 ones, 4 at either side, David Star atop of 4 regions from Tel Aviv to Ascalon, from Beersheba to Hadera. 1 floor higher, yellow and red, reiterates from curtains to benches to stained glass to first floor altar that's backing a dome in an octagonal square where gray intensifies in copula. On the 3rd floor, all colors unite, where stars may rise and set in same shape above, earth, water, mounts, matter, aside full radiant David stars in brown and yellow. To the back of the church, star stands out in red, circular circumference, changing to soft floral flower, motif in between again, elevated from earth, water, air, of yellow and rose, where the door below signs of 2 lions and raised wings, which turns into sphinxes and 1 paw up as in a mutual greeting to each other and visitors going in and out. It was around Israeli New Year, Jewish New Year. So we're preparing a party for the next day. And next is from the Nicolae Grigorescu. It's one of the most famous painters from Romania. It's called Ivru Batren. Black and white, balancing like beard, relates to cloak, like background, varies from back to pale, to live up, out of contrast, telling his old age, from slightly bent spine and wealth of his beard, that squares the smoothly round form and shapes of his standing stature, supported by a wandering stick, yeah, one of the many paintings you can see there, and also some very modern work, bread, or chi in Chinese. Bread is as dark as home. Chi without kong, it could look like an ancient vase filled with grapes, an abundance of flowers from red to black, balancing onto purple. And Taranka is a peasant woman in Romania. Romania still has an enormous lot of lands used by farmers and so on. Green ground, as green as peasantry, she rests on a chair, covered by her dress, like hovering in the air of full sunlight, while pale blouse and headscarf protect her Romanian looks, penetrating from below near unibrow, her gaze as firm as her hands, holding each other in her lap. Well, you have to see it, yeah. So hereby, everyone invited to Romania, yeah, Brasov, and maybe next time about Dracula. You know, Dracula did never exist, and only Bram Stoker invented him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He didn't exist. Only Val the Impaler. Yeah, so only a romantic hero. But they are very nice in celebrating the Jewish heritage, yeah, which, you know, because of the Holocaust going on and still going on, but they are really celebrated in the museums and in the synagogues and so on. So everyone welcome to Romania.
Thank you, Xanadu.
Yeah,
Welcome
yeah.
back. Thank you for that.
Yes, yes.
Show him some love.
Mhm.
I know that you've always shared descriptions of masterful artwork throughout the world. You know, every
Yeah, it
time.
looks, it sounds a little bit like Kamala Harris. Yeah, Kamala Harris about blue suits and yellow school buses and so on. And yes, it is not sometimes misunderstood, maybe because about electrifying buses, yeah, about electric buses, and she's calling a lot of attention to it and so on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yes, yes, thank you very much. Welcome to Romania, yeah, and any other country in Eastern Europe.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's see what's good with Principe. Hi.
Hello.
How you doing, Principe?
Pretty good.
Welcome back. Where are you tonight?
Tacoma, Washington.
In what?
Tacoma, Washington.
Okay. Welcome back and take it away.
I'll be reading two poems. The first poem is called Nana. Nana. Stolen 16 years ago, Nana lost signal with the earth. More like passed away. More specifically, it was a stroke. Her life is moved by ups and downs, no runaround. Stubborn as they come, strong as well. Those Texas eyes had stories to tell, not to sell, but to inspire. Nana's life was harder than mine. One day I minded her mind for a school assignment. But the day she died, her life, she made her bed with God. God put my stomach weird. How odd. Took a trip to New York to see my dad's family. But the day she died, I found her head face down on the table. In my maze of my mind, I'm bended by the moment. Called 991 in a state of shock. The funeral draped in tears, but covered in love because of a dove called Nana. That's the first poem. And the second poem is called In the Dark. My lingering confidence is an illusion. Fake it till you make it, they say. I say that's a plate full of stars after to me. Each one playing a role in my lingering confidence. There are flaws that are illustrious imprints that have to be accepted. Well, for my confidence, it lingers some, but it's an illusion, you see. With my wavering worries, I'm not confident at times. Lacking longevity of confidence, like lunging passengers of the Titanic, jumping for their livelihood. I sink to the ocean floor of my confidence. It begs the question, where can I get some more self-belief? The world within, the world others, maybe within. I'm a stray dog, searching for home, still looking and seeking for sustained confidence. Under the crystallized scope of Indiana Jones by the lighthouse, where can our lighthouses of assurance to eliminate the malingering confidence? Poem.
Principe, I want to commend you on that first piece. It was very vulnerable, and I saw that you were, going off book. So I just want to commend you, on your progress, on your performance, on your creativity. So thank you so much for sharing that tonight.
Thank you.
Let's show him some love, everybody.
And I love the confidence, echoing the second poem that you read. That's like,
yeah, Principe.
Yeah, right. You see it, Celeste. I see it too. Super cool. Bless you. Keep it going. Keep it flowing. Keep growing. Do it. Do it. Do it. So thank you so much, Principe. Now we're going to move on to Daniel. Is it Moreshi? Or let me know if I said it correctly or incorrectly, Daniel.
Yeah, just about. That's more than close enough.
Tell me, how is it pronounced?
Moreski, but
Moreski, okay.
Close enough.
Thank you.
I'm from Wales, over on the other side of the pond. I'm a newcomer, and it's delightful to be here.
Oh, wonderful to have you. Well,
I have just the one poem. The title is Hectic Havens, and this is how it reads. An arid highland, time-worn slopes and humble views of meager plants and cacti framed by sandy hues are slowly wrested of their luster. Gloomy shades assume the heights, just as a gust-born sweep pervades a range to rouse a brown eruption and a stone-filled whirl. A torrid downpour follows and is blown across the foothill. Like a famished wave, it soars and swallows mountains to the tune of echoed roars. Between terrains of screes and clefts, a run of runs above a gully, but under summits rumbles and becomes its own refrain amid the wails of gales. A herd of mustangs maneuvers through a hail-draped haze to gird a messer's sprawling contour, forming wanton lines against the tempest's might. The way ahead declines and veers, but still they stay. A sudden lightning flash is met with stop-start steps and nodding heads, while a lash from the onset of thunder entices their strides. They charge at the elements, flooding the sides of a canyon with blankets of eddying gold, enveloping every repellery fold. On reaching the passage's perilous heart, their gallops meander, unravel, and part as far as the channels allow. They surpass a release from a shattering cliff, but a mass continues to plummet at startling speeds and blows up in clusters that cover the steeds. Despite being cumbered, they clamber, they wade, and outdo the tumult with battle cries frayed. They rise in the race with the valleys collapse, emerging from surges and narrowing gaps, as they mirror the rage of the wind and the rains with the sways of their tails and the blaze of their manes. They turn into blurred undulations in streams, propelled by the pelts of their hooves on the seams, and gravels that crackle and crack where they swarm, the wide open spaces to see off the storm. The blasts are outlasted, the eddies abate above and below as the tremors grow late, and the skylines and ridges no longer ignite. A tenuous truce for a day and a night. The weary horses settle down, they strut around a playa, though the peaks are fractious and the ground is mostly barren, without fields or woods to roam. This setting is their solitude, a sanctity, a home. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Daniel, all the way in Wales. That was classic, beautifully done. Let's show him some love. That was awesome.
Great read, Daniel. Wow. Yeah.
Yes. Absurdly beautiful, man.
Yeah, you have a distinctive voice.
Yes, yes. Yep.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you so much for sharing with us tonight. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. It was beautifully done. So now let's welcome Celeste Ramos, who's closing out the the guaranteed slot before we go into the good luck round. Celeste Ramos, welcome.
Hello, La Bruja. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you again. I am Celeste. I am here in New York. For those who may have seen me a couple weeks ago, I used to live far away. Now I'm back. And I'm writing again new stuff. So this is new shit.
New shit.
Thank you. I can never say it the right way. I always feel hokey when I say it. So I let other people say it. It doesn't sound as cool when I say it. Like, but yeah, I'm closing with a sad poem. Because I've been dealing with a lot of stuff with my mom, who just moved back to the city with me. But it's a situation, and I've just been writing about it. So I wanted to share it with you guys. And right now it's just called Untitled Poem About My Mom. So this is it. Her island felt too small, so she left it for this one that was too tall, so she ducked from it. She brought a hand for cooking, so she cooked it. She brought a hand for sewing, so she sewed it, and everyone loved what she made. Her tongue was too stiff, so she changed it to emboss English on it like a stamp to approve it for making it through the day. And she made it. No idea she was in an abusive marriage, so she stayed in it. No idea she could be who she wanted to be, so she dreamt it. She hated how dogs peed on the little patch of Nycha lawn, so she planted a garden between the bricks of it, and everyone loved what she made. In Bushwick, before it was Bushwick, and just Bushwick, she lived it. And despite every put down and overlook and verbal missile, she smiled with it. And despite every screech of the M train slicing through her voice, from the other room, she laid down the law and stood with it. And every Christmas, her pasteles were the pasteles from God, golden brown, golden goodness. She fed us with it. And despite her solemn silence, never saying what she felt, she seemed to own it, tangling herself on Depression-era good woman strings, even if she choked on it, and everyone loved what she made. There came a family emergency, so she showed up for it. During the pandemic, 10 states away, so she moved for it. Her place was still warm when it snowed in the south, and family flocked to it because her pasteles were the pasteles from God, golden brown, golden goodness, and she fed them with it. And there in the Georgia woods, there was a trap of family support, and she fell for it and stayed stuck there to bleed her last till she was convinced of it. But even when she herself nearly died, she still called people to see how they felt about it. And everyone loved that she stayed. She wanted to go back home, so she left the South for it, not the first island, but the second island, the bigness of it. And now she isn't very tall, but just enough for it. She isn't very light, but dark enough for it, and wasn't very educated, but now dumb enough for it, for a wall that she now faces alone. Despite all everyone loved of hers, she looks at me and says, my friends are dead. And I watch her hands tremble with all those years she held feelings in despite of it. And I watch her limp with bad knees between doctor's appointments in hope of it, of good news. But for another Latina lady who held up the walls of the city, she is now locked out of it by wait lists and words she doesn't understand in fear of it. Her daughter writes her stories on the brick and chalk while it's still legal to do it. She looks out the window at the skyline and wonders what would have happened had she never left the first island and the green of it, and if anyone would care what she made. Thank you.
Whoa, Celeste. Oh my goodness. What a tribute. That was tremendous. Let me open this up because wow.
Wow.
Yes,
That's a history form.
Oh, the rhythm of them.
Thank you.
Really? Wow.
Thanks, guys.
Amazing, yes. Wow.
Muchas bendiciones for your mother. That was fantastic. See, I like to say the oldest poem still unknown is the one that is written within your bones. Keep digging deep and write those poems. Get those poems out of you. It is just what makes the fabric of us hold all together. So thank you so much. Beautifully done, Celeste. Woo! All right. So now we're going to get into the good luck round. And to open that up, we're going to go with Kazi Kaz and then Mr. Wits, the poet. And if we have time, we'll let Abraham Kamani close out for the good luck round, but we have to end sharp at your 11, my midnight. So let's go. Kazi Kaz, what's good?
Hello, hello, hello. How are you? How is everybody? Welcome back again. Welcome. Hey, I real quick, on the list, Mr. Wiz was before me.
Oh,
I don't want to step on his toes.
Okay. No, it's all right. My bad, okay. But you're good.
It's all good. All right. Well, all right. For tonight, the piece that I will be spitting for y'all, just here we go. It's titled "My Words Write Me." My words write me. I don't write them. They simply flow through my fingers as a result of my pen. I have no say or control. They just come out of me autonomously. I mean, I've watched helplessly as gerunds dangled participles while adverbs verbalize adjectives with the nouns that directly object being indirectly subjected to the prepositions which their written notations have jotted down on my inscribed scribblings to indelibly etch into the fonts of my memoirs. Periodically, the sentences tend to clash with the clauses phrased in my paragraphs so that my pen pauses, but only for a moment, till it then proceeds to regale this riddle of the anecdotal soliloquies fairy-tailed by the stories in this allegorically poetic lullaby. Like a ballad-filled sonnet gently nestled in an intricately lyrical bonnet, metaphorically postulating theoretical hyperboles which conjecturally hypothesize over the idiomatically syllabic stanzas, comparably analogous to the protagonistic antagonism synonymous to the antinomy of this parable. Now, is that so terrible? I mean, I'll improvise impromptus on the spot and ad-lib on the fly so that you can hear a proper alibi. I'm poetry's epitome, with a poetic validity that's lyrically known to be poetically persipity. A stoically heroic poet known to be prolifically. Shit. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Kazi Kaz. The poem writes Kazi. Very good. Show him some love, everybody.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's terrific. Yeah.
That was your good old, like, I love it. We're back to the alliterations, and all this stuff. That was great. That was wonderful. It's good.
Thank you, Kazi Kaz. Super cool, man. Okay. So now let's see what's good with Mr. Wits, the poet. If you could turn your camera on, that would be great. Can you? Yay, there he is. Hello.
Hey, how's everybody?
Doing okay. Where are you tonight?
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, wow. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to jump right into it because I worked 12 hours today. I'm kind of tired. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Hopefully I can keep the energy up in this piece. Funny how love lost of a young lady can make you want to change your batting average, make an athlete out of you, when all you know is win, but an L can push you. Amazing the influence a person can have over their peers. Type of persuasion that could incite a riot. One that could leadership a pep talk that can literally result in a blowout. You don't have to play a sport to be victim of a slaughter. You can blindly walk into your own end game. You can see how and why they chose sporting goods. Diamond equipment, Killing innocent black men has always been the official American pastime. They say the attack was 10 to 30 suspected young Italian men, enough to compete and fill the bench. 7 or more, ironically, wielding baseball bats, while the pitcher had an arm, a firearm to strike out the first black male to step up to the plate, meaning their neighborhood, the field of their dreams, the home run by them. The train station just blocks away when daylight dug out their image from in the distance. All this because a girl chose to Negro League game her way out of a proposed relationship, claiming one for herself, her own Jackie Robinson, one who would have her heart, as if a team captain of this caliber would allow for a stolen base. He wasn't about to drop the ball on this one. 2, 3, 4 apparently out of their league because their jerseys didn't match, meaning their skin complexion was too melanated to be from round here. So it must be them, the opposing team, the rivals that they were waiting for. And I figured you listen a little more deeply to the analogy of murder with baseball. But a brawl broke out. Bats were swung, as if they didn't already have the numbers, the aggression, the home field advantage over their unexpecting victims. With every attempt to beat the pants of their opponents, the 7th inning stretch swung at them, a lopsided display of fist pop-up, as if that wasn't enough to declare victory. The pitcher drew a gun, his loaded firearm, and fired from the mound like a score to settle, hitting dead center the chest of his target like a back catcher's mitt, as if he had trained for this his whole entire life. The final strikes, one that will pierce directly into a heart. Game over. A 16-year-old black man was shot and killed after he and his friends were attacked by a mob of men, fisting baseball bats. One with a pistol, the ringleader actually, who deliberately took away his life. At a press conference, the homicide victim's father had this to say: "He died because of what I did. I'm the one that gave him his color. He died because he was black." Some of the darkest words to be heard from a man in reference to his son. Darker than his complexion, blacker than the clothes of his eyelids even. I could hear his heart tear to shreds of confetti with each syllable he spoke, knowing he'll never hear his son's voice again. Other than a mind trick inside his head, I could still see his melanated fist banging air, his stomach full of "there should be more time on the table." I'm sure he could have said a packed rat mouthful of undigested hurt and choked up blame, yet he regurgitated his soul out onto the floor, rose up his son in the bear of his cross, sacrificed himself to a heathen judgment in the claim of the life of his teenage boy. No father should ever have to bury his son. It's like watching you put yourself into the ground. You don't know death till you lose the fruit of your loins. He died because of what I did, he said. I'm the one that gave him his color, his spark, his demeanor, the sensation on the eye he reflects that emits his light from inside. He died because I put my armor off on him. I knew that there would be wardrobe issues, many of which I faced myself inside tailored eyes who denied their envy. I expected him to do his time as a man, eventually marry, raising my grands, in bed with his plans, a successful black man. I never nightmared it to be a death sentence, knowing the imprisonment would be a life sentence. I trapped him inside the cells of his skin. He died because of what I did.
Wow. Mr. Witts, the poet. That was so powerful.
Rich.
Yeah, Mr. Witts, so good. So glad to have you with us.
Wow.
That really was amazing.
Man. That was
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
I got some friends from the Bronx in the room. Dr. David Gelpi is watching, and so amazing. Thank you for joining us. And now we're going to close out with Abraham Kamani because we do have a few minutes, but we got to keep it tight so we can get out of here. And I'm just so grateful to the Poets Passage for opening their doors. It really is the Poets Passage. So Abraham Kamani.
Thank you for.
Wait, ooh, here we go. Unmute. I'm sorry. Unmute him. There you go.
Thank you for having me. Just came home from work. Otherwise, I would have signed up yesterday. Well, I'm gonna just share these two short ones, so I'm gonna get straight to it. This one is called Aging with Disgrace. Earth is a young face on raggedy, wrinkled shirts, aging with disgrace. As oppression runs its course, adding creases on her cloth. Yet Earth still remains unwilling to take the heat. She pulled many plugs of sharp, steaming hot irons for pressing all her buttons, applying pressure to tidy Earth's appearance, renew her image with a humane makeover presentable in God's eyes. And this last one is called A Book Review of Mystique. The cover of her memoir is plain, a blackness shrouded in mystery, immediately piquing my interest in opening her unsung history. With both hands gripping each side, I kneel down and bow my head, silently giving thanks for the supper before feasting on her mysterious bread. The texture of her scriptures is soft, with a sweet scent of pure honey sticking to the taste buds of my brain, slowly but surely filling up my tummy. Day by day, creativity keeps flowing from her vast ocean of wisdom into my stream of consciousness, strengthening my cognitive system to give a book review of Mystique. Page by page, uncovering the meaning of her verse draped in parables, digesting her delicious teachings, licking her literary plate clean down to the very last breadcrumb. Because to leave a speck of intelligence is not only careless, but dumb. That's all I'm gonna share for y'all tonight. Thank you for having me once again.
Abraham Kamani, show him some love right there. Love
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Great job, everybody. Great job.
Yay!
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna say good night to you all. I want to show some love to the people that stayed in the room that weren't reading tonight, like Otherworld, Deidre Wright, Jenny, thank you for being here. I think Melinda, thank you so much. All of you that participated and read, all of you out there watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, thank you. The New York Poets Cafe. I love you. We love you. We promote peace here. We promote unity here. You know, this is about heart, the heart-led community. And I just wish all of you, all of the all of the peace in the world, all of it that we could create from inside. And hopefully that'll reverberate and manifest itself in this time of turmoil in the world. Mucho amor desde Boriquén, Taíno Ti, Hanhankatu, ahora y siempre, to all of my people. Love you. So remember, next week, we're taking a break because we're going to be on a retreat, but we'll return for Thanksgiving. And we will give thanks all together. Muchas gracias, everybody. Thank you, Ron, for always holding us up. And until next time, stay poetic, my people. Peace.